This is the ultimate B-roll lens. This is the LUMIX S100mm f2.8 macro lens for the full frame L-mount systems like the LUMIX S5ii and the S5iiX. I say it's the ultimate B-roll lens because it is perfect for getting details of products or subjects for your videos. This 100mm is part of the S Prime family of lenses. And the incredible thing about this 100mm is that it is the same size as every other S Prime from LUMIX. The weight varies between these lenses, but the size is the same. And this is a macro lens. That means no more adjusting rigs, no more gimbal balance adjustments, just efficiency and functionality in video production. It has the same filter thread of 67mm, which means even your filters are consistent as well. Let me just re-emphasize, the 100mm macro S Prime is the same size as the 18mm S Prime. That's literally blowing my mind right now. LUMIX did send me this lens, but not requiring anything from me for content, but I will say that I wanted to get this video out at the time of the release, but I got sick. I'm feeling a little bit better now, but I got sick and I missed the release, but thanks LUMIX for sending the 100mm f2.8 my way. The price of the 100mm S Prime comes in at $999 US, but for that price, you're gonna get a medium telephoto lens with a fast aperture of f2.8 and a 1:1 life-size magnification on your macro shots with the closest focusing distance of around 8 inches. The 100mm is splash, dust, and freeze resistant, so I know that I can take it out in weather like this, and I have a weather resistant setup. A few noticeable differences stand out compared to the other S Primes, and the first is the new switch that allows for picking a focus range. That changes up your focus distance on the fly when trying to focus on those macro shots, so you don't have to throw focus too much. You can also fine-tune that in the camera menu as well. The second thing is the max aperture of f2.8. The other S Primes come in at f1.8, which is noticeably faster, but when you're dealing with macro shots, it's hard enough to focus, so not going all the way to f1.8 is absolutely fine. There's a few internal things that are new from Panasonic with the 100mm S Prime. First, let me say that what the engineers are doing over there at LUMIX HQ is absolutely incredible, and the technology is cutting edge. And it's stuff that I don't totally understand, but know this. The future of LUMIX is incredibly bright. Everything they're doing at LUMIX is leading the way for you to get ahead in the video and photo industry. What they did in this 100mm macro was develop a new double focus system within the lens that is faster and more precise. Normally, electronic autofocus macro lenses can be pretty beefy and heavy, but LUMIX developed a new dual-phase linear motor for that main focus region that is smaller and lighter, making it possible for the 100mm to be the same size and close to the same weight as the other S Primes. Obviously, there's more detail to that, but make sure you watch the official LUMIX stuff for those details, because if I try to explain it, you'll just be more confused. This is why that new technology is important though. Lightning fast autofocus on the hybrid phase detect autofocus system on the S5ii and the S5iiX, and probably any other future LUMIX camera. That's why I say I don't know what that means for future lenses, but we definitely should be excited for what LUMIX is doing and the technology that they're putting in these cameras. Now, I'm definitely looking at this lens from a video perspective, but if you're into photography, especially macro photography, this 100mm S Prime is a no-brainer for your L mount. It's a pretty legit portrait range as well. Looks pretty great on video too. But I 100% believe that this is going to be one of the best B-roll lenses for your LUMIX setup, especially if you do any type of product work for companies or even for your own content. So let me know your thoughts on this 100mm S Prime. Is it something that you would consider adding to your lens lineup? We can get a conversation started down in the comments. I've been talking about this whole S Prime lens selection. If you want to know why these S Primes are so good, check out this video that's popping up on your screen right here. I've got a much deeper look at that whole S Prime lineup.